All right, hey everyone. My name is Miles. I'm one of the founders of Storeganise. We provide modern software for the self-storage industry for both valet storage and self-storage businesses. We work with companies in more than 27 countries around the world, and we really focus on modern solutions. So everything we do is cloud-based, browser-based, and can be used from any device. All right, so we look at both how you guys would run your business, right, but also um, how do your clients interact with your company, right? How do they find your facility, make bookings, right? So I'm going to walk you through first the customer booking portal, an online booking. So from any website, you can add in the customer booking portal. Clients can come right in and move in immediately into their facility. Okay, so what we're landing on here first is the site selection page. All right. So again, from your website, any of your call to action buttons will send your customer here. If you've got multiple facilities, they'll appear here. Client can pick one. If you've only got a single site, we can send them directly to this page. All right. And you'll notice the branding, the colors, the logos, everything can be customized within here. For those of you that need multiple languages, if you need it in Spanish and English, that's also covered. We support more than 15 different languages within the platform. All right, so here you'll have additional information of your facility, the different unit types that are available. All of this information, images, details, everything can be again customized from the back end, and I'll walk you through that in a few minutes. All right, so from here, say the customer wants to go through, book a 5x5, and a little bit more information here, pricing, details, and then they can go straight through making a booking for this unit. Okay, so they'll be able to add any additional products and services here, insurance, packaging materials, right? You'll see we've got an ongoing order summary on the right here. And then let's go through as a new client. All right, so client will create their account. Okay, all of this information beyond the address, everything is customizable. So these are just example fields. You guys can decide whatever type of data points you want to have within this. So we might want, a client to upload a copy of their ID. Just choose a random image here. They can then, you can ask them where they've heard about you, enter their zip code, any types of data points you can have here. All right. Customers can also choose if they're going to prepay for a period, enter in promo codes for discounts. All right. And as we move forward, we integrate in with a number of different payment gateways. So here we're using Stripe in this example. All right, we've got different options as well. And then through this, customers can add in their card details. In this case, I'm just going to approve in a separate window to use my Google Pay account with this. You could have Apple Pay and a number of different payment solutions within this. Right, and this will automate all of the payments going forward. And then finally, we go up to the e-signing. All right, so again, customizable template for those of you that need it, multilingual if required. And then the clients can sign this on any device. Once they submit that, that completes that whole booking process. All right, so they'll receive a customizable email confirmation, and depending on the access control system that you guys have integrated in, you can have the client immediately receive their PIN code either directly through this interface. If they're using Noki, they'll receive their SMS and access, or depends on the access control system that you're using. We also do support fully automated move-ins. So in the case that you have that set up, the customer would be able to immediately move right into their unit. All of that can be set up on your side. So here they can download a copy of their agreement. They can download their invoices. They can manage their profile information, billing details, and everything. All right, and obviously they can create new bookings as well. So everything is centered around the customer. So they could have different units across your different facilities and be able to manage that all within a single place. And like I said, everything we do is mobile responsive, so the customer can access this on any device. All right. Okay, so as a quick, kind of overview of the customer portal, that kind of covers that main piece. If you do have custom requirements or you want to do a really different UI or a different flow, we have an open API that allows you to do that as well. All right, I'm going to jump now into the management portal just to kind of walk you through how the backend piece works as well. All right, so we're first taking a look at the analytics page. All right, so this is an interactive analytics and reporting module. All right, so within here, there's tons of different data. You've got different tabs here. So if you want to look at occupancy specific information, that'll load up here. You can look at your move-ins, move-outs, revenue, and you'll see that I can interact with these graphs as well. So if I want to look specifically at my occupancy rate, and I want to look at this in a different chart type, I can export this information as a single chart. I could export an entire dashboard, tabular data. You can open up the underlying information that makes up this in separate tables as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. And for operators that need custom reporting and custom dashboards, that's also something that we can support. And for those of you that actually have, we're talking to more companies that actually really want to own their reporting. And so if they want to integrate in with a custom business intelligence tool, maybe it's Power BI or different services. Again, the API is an open API that can be used, and you can have that data directly delivered to your BI tool and manipulate that as you wish. Okay. From a day-to-day perspective, the sites tab, this is going to be a listing of the different facilities you have set up. All right, so let's click right into the central site. So again, we'll get a little bit of an overview of data. So the analytics is really supposed to be, the more aggregate, high-level information that you'll get snippets of information on this specific site. Any of the details for your facilities, you can update the image, the information, site hours, general info, latitude and longitude for mapping purposes. All of that can be managed directly here from the settings. And this will reflect real time in the customer portal as well. All right. And you'll see again, if you do need those multiple languages, you have the options to make those changes here. In terms of the next page that we looked at from the customer portal, just to kind of tie in with the flow that we went through, the unit types, again, image, information, pricing can be updated here. So as you'll see, it's super easy to make the changes. You'll get a very good visual idea of what that's going to look like in the customer portal, different features that you offer, preset charges. So all of those will reflect real time, and you'll see this option as well. So if you're not ready to put a specific unit type online or a specific site or products and services that should only be visible within the backend, you can turn those on and off as needed. Okay, so again, products and services, similar kind of setup. So I won't go into too much depth on each of these. Okay. In terms of advanced settings, I mean, this is more detailed things like customizing your e-sign agreements, but you also have here the ability to enable or disable automation within the move-in steps. So within Storeganise, we have 3 steps to move in. You can enable the automation on each of these, and that will basically mean that when a customer comes onto the portal, makes a booking, they can immediately move right into that unit. They'll be able to receive the access code, pay for it, and e-sign all in one go. Okay. But from a day-to-day perspective, that's where you're going to be looking at in the units page here. So this is a listing of each of the different units that you've got set up within the facility. All right, so you'll have this as a tabular view. Anywhere where you've got tabular views, you'll be able to apply custom filters. We also have a really cool feature called labels. So within this, again, customizable to what you need, you can set up custom labels to be able to filter the data as needed. So let's say I want to look at any units that have a maintenance issue that need following up on. I can immediately filter those, jump into them, manage them, add further labels. This one, let's say it's closed for maintenance, I can then go in, fix that up, unblock it, and make it available again. All right, and you'll see here the options to do exports, imports, and updates. So we do have a comprehensive import tool. So if you're bringing in data, existing data, we can bring in historical data for your past few years, can be brought in through a bulk import tool, which is really easy to use. Updating units and what we call the unit rentals, which is the contracts of the clients renting them, can all be done here. All right, and then throughout the system, I mean, the data is yours, right? So anytime you want to export your data, you've got the ability to customize the export reports that you want from here. And like I said, for those that are have a little bit more specific requirements, the API is also there that allows you to pull that data at any point in time. Okay, but from a day-to-day perspective, the site map is probably going to be the best way to get a bird's eye overview of your facility. This is a very, very easy drag and drop UI. So you'll see the option to just drop in units here. You can modify how you want these to look, drop in different objects. So you can customize this to how your facility looks. And you'll see also if we've got different floors, they'll be represented here. Okay, and this is a cool feature that's actually going to be added into the customer portal soon. So for those of you that want your clients to be able to, view the facility, choose a unit from a sitemap and get to know exactly where their unit is, this is going to make it super easy for them. All right, so let's say you want to, filter out the data here. You'll be able to also jump right into a unit from here, so you get very good overview of the customers, which ones are occupied, overdue, rented, or reserved. All right, so let's say I jump into this unit. This will just give you a good idea of what a unit page will look like. So this is an occupied unit, 5x5 in central facility, customer information when they moved in, and you'll see I can really easily just jump around between the systems. So if I want to go back to the site, right, or if I want to go to the customer, everything is super easy and quick to jump around. And like I said, this is all managed through your browser, so you can do this from any device. Again, just to kind of show that if I am running this on my mobile and I'm out on the road and I need to take a look at this customer's unit, I can go in here and I can get all that information directly from a mobile device. Okay, but in terms of let's pull up a different unit over here. Okay, so within a specific unit, the other cool thing that I mentioned earlier when we were doing a move-in is the custom fields, right? So I talked about how a user you can customize the data points that you want to track on behalf of the user. You've actually got these custom fields throughout the whole system. So if you want to track custom data points on a unit rental or on a unit or on a site, you can add as many of those fields and whatever type of data point that you want. So you can really customize this. Let's say, for example, you're doing RV storage and you want to store the plate number of the RV. You can then create a custom field for the plate number or the VIN number, and then just add that data point here. Okay, so we'll see, any deposits that we're holding for the customer, prepayments. In the case of the customer has prepaid, they'll appear here. We work on a realized revenue model, so it'll appear on this section here. Any revenue, the invoices that we've generated for this customer, and then obviously any past rental information as well. So you've got a really easy, quick way to find any of the past customers, and the details about when they moved in, the revenue that you made, the different invoices associated with it. And then up here you'll see that feature for the labels, right? So you can set those custom labels. Let's say this unit is being closed for cleaning. You can apply that label, and then again use filtering to be able to export that data as well, or work with it in certain workflows, right? Transfers, renewals, move-outs, all of that can be managed directly from over here. All right. In terms of your invoicing, so we integrate in with we have direct data feeds through a system called Zapier that can have your invoice data feed directly into different accounting platforms like QuickBooks or Xero. But Storeganise itself will handle fully automated billing and invoicing. So through the gateway, we can handle automated charging. Obviously, you can take manual payments as well. All the different payment methods can be tracked through here. Customers can view their invoices online, add their payment details to make automated payments. All right, but again, you have flexibility. So if you want certain customers, you want to be able to review their invoice before it goes out, and others you want automatically billed, you can set that up on a user by user basis. All right. In terms of kind of the settings, so this will cover a lot of your general company information, links to your TNCs, the branding of the customer portal. So just within a couple of clicks, you can make changes to the logo and the highlight colors, and all of the email templates. Again, multilingual ones, invoice reminders, your late fees. All of these are going to be managed from the settings, along with agreement templates. I also want to highlight our promotions and discounts. So this is a really, really flexible tool. So you can actually add in up to 4 different rules within a single discount. So you could give the customer, let's say you want to give them a 15% discount for the first 3 months, and then you want to give them $10 off from the 4th to the 6th. All right, so you can mix and match different rules within a single discount for different customers. All right. And then, your labels, the custom fields that I was mentioning, right, all that's going to be set here. And as I said, open platform, really modern. So if you need to leverage the API, you can generate the API keys here. Loads of different security levels within this as well. So they're very specific. So we take security really, it's a really important thing to us. So the API keys are specific to certain tasks, which really reduces the risk in terms of leveraging the API, but it's really flexible. You can do pretty much anything using the API. We've got webhooks built in. We've got integrations with Zapier. And then through the customer portal, you can add in your Google Tag Manager ID, Google Analytics, and through this, you're going to get a ton of data, but you can also host, custom chatbots or different tools directly in the customer portal just through a single Google Tag Manager ID. And yeah, if you want to jump to any part of the system, we've got a really easy search functionality here that'll allow you to jump to a specific unit or a site or an invoice. So it's really easy to get around. As I said, you can do this on the move from any device. And then in terms of support, our team is fully remote. So everybody's distributed all around the world, which means we have pretty much 24-hour support. You can reach out to the team through this chatbot, right? You can reach out to our help docs here. So it's really easy to get in touch with us and to navigate the system. We've got video training series, and we're, we can set up custom training sessions as well with your teams. If you do sign up with Storeganise, you get a free test account as well. So, any training, testing can be done through there without impacting your live data. So, I mean, in terms of kind of a high level overview, I really just kind of wanted to touch on some of the main points. For any of you that want to learn more, we can go through a more in-depth demo. We can understand a little bit more about your business needs. As I said, we do also support valet storage. So for those of you that have needs around, managing pod storage, mobile storage, another part of the system, which I haven't had time to cover in this demo, includes full delivery and collection management and inventory control, QR barcoded inventory management, which also allows your customers to add photos and descriptions to every item that they put into storage. So there's a ton more functionality beyond what I've covered here. So at Storeganise.com, you can learn more. You can see some demo videos, get pricing information, and also submit a request for a free test account or a demo, or reach out to us at hello@Storeganise.com, and we'd be happy to help. Yeah, so we have a question around pricing. So our pricing is on our website, so you can go in there, you can put in a number of your facilities and units. We have a couple of different pricing models, so we understand that not every business is the same. So if you've got more facilities with fewer units, we have a unit-based pricing model. If you've got more units across a small number across your facilities, in each facility, then we've got a site-based pricing model. It starts at $50 a month, so it's super affordable for those of you that are getting started. And yeah, our website will have more information, and we can also send you a custom quote if required. So the next question, if there is a report I need that is not yet built, is there an option to request it? Yes, absolutely. So we have the ability to submit to add in custom reports. If you have even more detailed requirements and you want an entire custom dashboard with custom graphical reports as well, that can be done. So again, reach out to us and we can give you a little bit more specifics on how that would work. So yeah, if there aren't any other questions, again, reach out to us. The website again is storeganise.com, and we'll be really happy to help. Any members of the SBOA also get 2 months free. So there is that. Oh, next question. Can your team build this, or does the owner need to build it? In terms of the setup, we'll help you guys through all that. So it's, again, totally flexible. If you want to jump right in, start adding in your facilities and the information, you can do that, right? So we've got imports. You can add in the units. We've got new onboarding flow coming in actually pretty soon that'll help guide you through that process. But if you've got that data and you want help bringing that in, importing it, or setting up the sitemap and agreements, we're here to help. Yes, and so as a final reminder, if you are members of the SBOA, get in touch. You get 2 months free. Thanks again for your time, and look forward to hearing from you.